This is Tank's Vlog, August 1st, 2019, wrapping up the day in the sports. Wednesday was the trade deadline, and this year, there are no more of those bullshit waiver deals. So this year's trade deadline is actually a trade deadline. No more trades. The only way you can prove your team is through your organization, through the minors, through players coming back from the disabled list. That's it. No more of these wink, wink, nod, nod, pass-through waivers deals. That's it. No trades at all. Of course, a player could be released or designated for assignment, but then it's a player being released or designated for assignment. If you're not going to want one of those players are going to do you no good. At this time, everyone expected the Yankees to land a starting pitcher, and Brian Cashman once again failed. Now, if the Yankees, who are the best team in the American League, Yankees have a hell of a lineup, strong bullpen, might finish the best record in the American League, will definitely win the division, barring a tremendous collapse. If this team fizzles out in the playoffs, and especially with the Houston Astros now, Houston Astros have to be considered the favorite. They're the only ones that did anything on Wednesday of note, landing Zach Greinke. I mean, their bullpen is decent, their lineup is awesome, and now their starting pitching is probably the best in baseball. And Brian Cashman is sitting on all of these prospects, thinking that they're better than they are, thinking somehow that he could stockpile prospects, but what is he going to do with them? Or is Clint Frazier ever going to really play every day for the Yankees with Giancarlo Stanton? I don't think so. What are they going to do with all these guys? So, Cashman's sticking his neck out. I mean, if the Yankees fizzle out, I think we're going to see a hand raised from a grave somewhere in Tampa Bay. And you're going to see him. It's going to be Night of the Living Dead. As George Steinbrenner rises from the dead and rises from the grave and fires Brian Cashman. I mean, I'm stunned. I'm stunned that the Yankees could not land a starting pitcher. Now, one thing that hurt is the Giants' recent hot streak getting into the playoff chase. So, instead of Madison Bumgarner being on the trade block, the Giants said, what the hell, we're in it. Let's get Scooter Gennett. Braves added some much-needed bullpen help, getting Shane Green. Red Sox. How would you have to be a Red Sox right now? Okay, granted, the defending champions have not had a great year. Right now, if the season ends today, they would not be in the playoffs. But the general manager, Dave Dombrowski, just said today, it wasn't worth landing a trade piece to improve their struggling bullpen, which has been terrible all season. Because, quote unquote, we have no shot to win the division. I mean, is that not like sucking the air out of the room of Fenway Park? And Red Sox responded, losing 8-5 to the Tampa Bay Rays. Since winning those 3 straight games to start the series against the Yankees, the Red Sox have lost 3 straight. So it's treading water. They're 59-50, and even more shocking, they're 27-28 at Fenway Park this year. Yankees, meanwhile, benefited from the trade deadline today because Zach Greinke was blowing them away. Zach Greinke, the Diamondbacks were this close to sweeping 4 games of the Yankees. They had a 2-2 home this year. The Yankees lost both in Arizona back in April. And one of this 2-game set on Tuesday. But the Yankees, as soon as the trade was made during a rain delay, by the way, the Diamondbacks had to take Greinke out of the game, and the Yankees came back, won the game. Austin Romine with a 2-run homer. Gary Sanchez is the better catcher, allegedly. I mean, most of the time. He's the one, when he's on, he's the best offensive catcher in baseball. When he's off, he's... oof. But Austin Romine hit a 2-run homer. Yankees tacked on 3 runs in the 9th, which was needed because the Yankees bullpen scuffled again. Chapman had another poor outing but the Yankees won the game 7-5. But the Red Sox, your general manager said, "You have no chance." That's got to be a kick in the ass to your confidence. I mean, Kevin Kiermaier helped the Rays. The Rays won the first 2 games of the series. Red Sox are actually coming to the Bronx this weekend for another 4-game set. It's going to be interesting to see how that 4-game set goes. But right now, the Red Sox could be teetering in trouble. Last year, 108-54 was the record. Today, the Red Sox lost their 50th game, and it's July 31st. Was yesterday's date. So they've almost lost as many games at the end of July this year as they had all of last year. The Mets, they were quiet at the trade deadline today, although their big splash was Sunday getting Marcus Stroman. They've now won 6 in a row as they scored 3 runs in the 9th inning. Solid start by Jacob deGrom, but didn't get the win. Justin Wilson did, as he kind of got bailed out. The bases were loaded in the 8th inning, and the White Sox looked like they're on the verge of taking lead when the ball hit the umpire. And by rule, it's called a dead ball, and all the runners just could advance 1 base. So instead of a ball going into the outfield and the White Sox taking the lead, the guy who scored had to go back to third. The guy who went to third had to go back to second, and the bases were loaded instead of a run coming in, and the Mets kind of got a little lucky. I mean, they're now 52-55, playing good baseball since the All-Star break, and they didn't trade anybody. Now, I would have liked to see maybe Wheeler go. I mean, are they really going to re-sign him, or are they going to get Skadouche for him? I mean, they got to offer a qualifying offer if they want a draft pick, and will the Mets be nervous he takes the qualifying offer and they have to pay him $17 million next year? So a lot of intrigue there. Todd Frazier got the game-winning hit, and he's a free agent too, so he's still here for the rest of the year. And there's no point even talking about that. There's no free agency compensation for him. Josh Donaldson hit a home run in the 10th inning as the Braves just continue to pull away, beating the Nationals 5-4. The day after the fight, it was the Reds beating the Pirates 4-1. Pirates right now are pathetic. Bo Bichette hit a home run, first major league shot, as he just got called up, as the Blue Jays beat the Royals 4-1. It was Will Smith getting jiggy with it as the Dodgers just continued their dominance over the Rockies. 5-1, scoring all 5 runs in the 9th inning. It was a scoreless game before Will Smith's 3-run blast. Dodgers at 71-39 are by far the best team in baseball. But we've seen this before. Can they actually do it in the World Series? They seem to play well in the National League, but when it comes time to go to those American League parks, things get a little more interesting. Tigers actually won a game today. Woo! Now they're only 40 games below 500 at 32-72. As we mentioned, Giants continue to play good baseball, hanging into that wild card race, beating the Phillies 5-1. Yeah. Indians today beat the Astros. Astros were pumped up and fired up about their trade, but it didn't equate to anything as Roberto Perez homered twice in this one. Twins got a great start from Jose Barrios to beat the Marlins 7-4. It was the Cubs over the Cardinals 2-0 as that race is tied. Both teams 57-50. Meanwhile, 2 games back in the loss column at 57-52 is the Brewers. Tightest division race in baseball is the National League Central. And wild card is in play for all these teams as well, as the Brewers today beat the A's 4-2. And it was the Mike Minor who was staying with the Rangers, like another guy that was expected to be moved. Got the win as the Rangers beat the Mariners 9-7. Today's 3 stars are Jose Barrios of the Twins, Roberto Perez of the Indians, and German Marquez of the Rockies, who didn't allow a run, struck out 11 Dodgers, and only allowed 2 hits in 6 innings. Today's birthday shout-out goes to one of those players who I just mentioned was on the trade block but did not go anywhere, Madison Bumgarner, who turns 30. And we take a look back to 1986, when it was a twin day of milestones for the Twins. It was Burt Blyleven, 3,000 strikeout, Kirby Puckett hitting for the cycle. Check out the full story at Barstool Sports and Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. Good day.